Welcome in and welcome to Under the Apron, the 50th episode, 50.
Yes.
Maybe I should stop aiming this at your eyeballs. Welcome to Under the Apron, the podcast where we expose the pink underbelly of the service industry.
Oh. Dude, I feel like it's just like my ex meeting my new girlfriend.
Working overtime, serve beer at a Bushwick dive, just trying to stay alive, but it's so damn hard. But I will not worry, though life ain't going as I planned. I hurt and be hard, but it's so much harder. Well, I keep doing the best I can, best I can.
Well, it's our 50th anniversary. Hey, so we thought we would have Chris back on and celebrate. I think we just set the house on fire with like little 99-cent store fireworks. But
I just want to say really quick,
Yes.
Chris, this was my idea, okay?
yes.
Well, that's a great idea.
This was
I'm
I
excited.
was like, 50th episode, come on now.
I appreciate you taking the credit for that because he definitely would have
Appreciative.
taken the credit for
Oh yeah,
it.
I'll take
I
credit
But he
for
kind
it.
of already was taking unspoken credit for it. He didn't mention it was your
I did it
idea.
on purpose. That
Oh,
was,
good.
So what everybody
You
wants,
have to.
what everybody wants to know, Chris, is how are the Eagles doing?
Yo, the Eagles are 4-0.
Hell yeah.
Beat the Commanders today in overtime. So
Sick.
I'm still wearing my jersey.
Welcome back to the NFL podcast Under the Apron.
Oh, yo, let's talk fantasy.
Let's talk fantasy.
Devontae Adams got hurt today,
Oh no! Do you have one on your team? Okay.
but he did just get hurt before I came over.
Oh my God! Whoever had Aaron Rodgers, rough season. Okay, I was thinking we could do a quick chug of a beer to start
that?
us off. That's tequila.
Oh.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Great to meet you, Chris.
Awesome to have you back, Chris. And there we go, baby.
He said a chug of the beer.
God,
Okay.
What do
I stopped when he stopped.
chug a? Well, if you do that, you'll never come.
This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun, baby.
Shay.
We miss him.
I miss
I miss
Chris,
you.
how
Sure my mic was on.
how's it been?
Good.
like-
Life after the pod.
Life
has gone on.
BP.
Somehow it has.
no, AP. AP.
After pod,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like Jesus.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
A instead of AD, AP.
Yeah.
Things have been good. School's been great. Doing well. So yeah, that's pretty much.
Do you feel like you're learning anything?
Yeah, I do.
What are you learning? Tell us what you've learned.
I learned statistics for business making decisions. I learned firm level microeconomics. I learned multiculturalism in a global workplace. I learned
Wow.
a lot of that kind of stuff. A lot of fancy business stuff.
Just reading off of a
They only make
fucking.
the
I mean,
white
those
guys
are like
do the
those are like my class names.
But I mean, you do feel like it's interesting for you. You actually feel like you're.
Yeah. Except for statistics, which I hate with a fiery passion.
Yeah, but I guess that shit is not.
Well, I just took my final yesterday, so I'm done with it at
Is
least.
that because you hate math?
No, I love math.
Oh.
But I hate statistics. But statistics is not math.
Sure, right,
Statistics,
okay.
You ever taken statistics? No. Fucking, it's nonsense. It's not. I mean, I understand. You think that proportions is statistics, and that's very simple. Like this many people out of this many people like this, 80%, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's like this other world of math that like some crazy person invented. I don't even it makes just no sense. It's awful.
Was that the
I hated it in undergrad
Is that
too.
the Greeks? Who did that? Who did that to us?
Statistics? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
The Romans?
I want to say Ptolemy, but I feel like that's not right.
Do you miss potting? Do you like notice the?
Yeah, I
difference?
know. First,
Yeah.
like missed this.
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah, it was so fun.
Yeah. Do you
Oh, for
do you
sure.
notice like the not having that in your schedule?
Well, yeah, of course, because I mean, like, especially with like when I used to edit and stuff too, like that took a lot of time. It was just,
Oh, yeah.
and you had to like block out a night essentially. Like it's not like you could do both really, or had the energy or the mental. Don't hit. Yo, that is scary coming at you.
Oh man.
Fucking that shit go fast.
Okay, so we're gonna move on. The first thing that we're gonna do is story time, but a little bit of a different 50th anniversary. Oh no, you want some beer? Drink
No,
a beer.
no, I'm not gonna throw up right now.
All right. If one
I'm a
of
child.
if one of us don't throw up by the end of this, it's not a
No,
50th
no.
anniversary.
It's not gonna be me.
Okay. All right. You say that now.
I'll watch you throw up.
Okay. That's
Try to
nice.
smoke DMT in your roommate's bedroom. That's really
Dude, oh my God, that's right.
Does the roommate have DMT?
What? No, last time that we did this, we had like a in-person one, and this girl, Sam, shout out Sam Anderson, love you.
Is that your roommate?
No,
Or
she's
the
just a homie, and she was helping out because she knew how to do like the sound stuff,
Uh-huh.
but she didn't want to be in the room while we were actually doing the pod, so she went into our bedroom and smoked DMT and just hung out in the bedroom by
Just
herself.
like fucking weirding out by herself.
Yeah. She was like, she's like, I got a little weird in there. I was like, yeah, no shit, bro.
DMT, but
Sam, you psycho.
spelled
Um,
DMT.
So, but for story time, what we're gonna do is we're gonna each tell a story related to the podcast, since it's our 50th ep, just however we want to break it down. So, does anybody want to start us off, or you want me to? Doesn't matter.
Wait, sorry. We'll cut this out. What was this again? I forgot to
It
look.
was
back
on
at
the group text.
I know it was.
Yeah.
no,
We will
think
not cut this
he's not
out.
gonna cut
as
this
the
out.
co-host, you be. Oh, he's not gonna. You don't even know how to cut things out.
yeah,
Yet.
yeah, yeah.
Do you think?
I focused on my Chris Marcello's Fast Five and my
Okay,
top.
so you-
Anyway, a
can
story
go
about
last.
the podcast.
Yeah,
essentially.
something related to the podcast.
Like a
Oh,
fun
right.
story.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
So you don't need to go first.
yeah.
I'm ready. Or
Yeah,
you
please.
can.
No, you go first. You go first.
All right, I actually have a couple.
All right, nice.
One of my favorite times ever was when we had Phil on,
Oh my God.
and I don't remember who took their shirt off first, but we all ended up shirtless. I like
Jimbo.
like people call him Slim. Is the thing? Why do you all of a sudden not have a shirt on?
Hey, man,
Oh,
I'm trying to keep
seriously.
it going. I want to
Thank
keep
you for addressing that because I had no idea where to go with that one.
It's the nicest day of the year, guys. I'm going shirtless for sure.
You act like it's like 85.
Let's
out.
go,
Oh,
Phil's
boy, look
going
at this.
shirtless.
There we go. Why not?
Hilarious.
There we go.
I love it.
Yes.
For the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we drank a lot of whiskey, but it wasn't in person either.
Yeah, it was a drinking game.
Another thing. There were two more, real quick.
Please.
I'll power through
No power.
them. The other one was when we did that ridiculous like improv exercise with Cranky Frankie or
Yes,
whatever.
that one was so much fun.
Welcome, Cranky Frankie, to the show.
Hello.
Hello, Frankie.
Hello, how are you
Is it
today?
just the one of you tonight dining
Yes, it's just me, thank you.
at a table, or you want to go sit at the bar?
I'd like to sit at a table that's not too cold, but also not too hot, please.
Oh, perfect.
And loud music is not really for me, so if there's somewhere that's not too loud.
We'll put you near the restroom. There's not
But
a
I
lot of
also
speakers
don't
over
like
there.
silence. I don't like it to be too quiet. So if you can
hear
find
the
a place,
urinal flushing.
listen, I appreciate that. Don't sass with me, okay? I just need a place that's not too cold and not too hot, and not too loud and not too quiet. Okay.
All right. No problem. We got you
Thank
covered
you.
there. And
Thank
are you
you.
drinking or what? What do you want to drink?
Listen, Chris, just give me, can we actually move tables here? 'Cause I don't.
What is happening here? Who is this guest? Why is he cranky? And then the other one that I actually started laughing about today when I was thinking about old episodes was Under the Apron. Like, it was so stupid, but like we couldn't, then I couldn't even say it right. It was a whole episode, Under the Apron. Check us out on Instagram and TikTok at Under the Apron. Still fuck Twitter. Slinging the dirtiest
Apron.
dishes over there 24/7. Check us out at Under the Apron. Under the Apron with a W is the baby talk version of Under the Apron. Look at you. That's like the most technology I've seen come out. That's why I got the shitty intro, because you were too busy focusing how to put these smiley faces around your fucking picture.
This is Under the Apron.
Welcome to Under the Apron.
Dude,
Welcome to Under the Apron.
Fuck. First of all, what episode was that?
I
That was early. No?
don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But
It was
y-
early on.
but dude, one of my favorites is you whenever you would stutter, and then we started to catch on to that, and which would only make you like more aware of it.
Yeah.
Dude, Chris Stutters was some of the best shit.
So me stuttering is some of your favorite podcast shit. That's fucked up, man.
Well, okay, so I had something too, and I would love to though go.
Have one of these?
Yeah, please. I would love to talk about just
That's not what I thought it was.
What did you think it was? Edibles?
Yeah.
I've got some edibles for you.
That's okay. Wait a second. Sorry.
yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt the show.
No, it's all good. You know what? I'm gonna go with favorite moments, and then I had something else that I wanted to talk about also. But Cheddar Bay biscuits was one of my favorite
Dude,
lines.
that cartoon you sent me I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not a big chain restaurant guy, right? Like I don't have a lot of.
I did
that
forget that. I
in
did.
my lexicon. We should go to some chain restaurants that I haven't been to as
Oh,
a part of the
100%.
podcast.
Yo, you have to go to Texas Roadhouse. You got to go to
Okay.
Chili's.
Never heard of Texas Roadhouse.
You never heard of Texas Roadhouse?
Never
It's
even heard
like
of it.
Outback, but like kind of better.
Never been to Outback. Would want to go there.
Dude, they
Never
just
been-
closed the one over here in Queens.
Never been to Red Lobster. Want to go there.
Oh, Red
Um,
Lobster, bro. You haven't even lived because you haven't had a Cheddar Bay biscuit.
That's true, man. Could you imagine if I ate it and then like all of a sudden like life just made way more sense to me? We just
It's
went
gonna.
from-
It's gonna. That's a promise.
If I had known you were gonna mention this, I would have baked some. You can buy the pre-made stuff. I'm not going to Red Lobster, but
Come on, man. Let's go to Red Lobster.
there's one in the Queens Center Mall.
Okay.
I've been.
Let's go.
Service is lacking. You can
I would
imagine.
imagine. That's one of the problems with going to fast food places in the city is that they're like
Fast food or chain restaurants or both? I
chain.
guess.
Well, actually both.
Fast food's worse.
You go to McDonald's like in like upstate or something.
Well,
there's
like-
some really nice ones.
Right. Or or you go to the McDonald's next to Three Sheets
Yeah.
and horrible.
Yeah, dude.
That one's gone. You know they got rid
Oh,
of
is
that
it?
one, right? Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I mean, I think they had to. Like at
Oh
a
my
certain point,
God.
that place.
I,
was
would-
gonna-
I
something
can't even
bad
think
was-
about
yeah,
how many times
yeah.
I've waited outside for Laurent to go in there.
We almost got into a couple fights there. Like it was not a
I
good.
used to
that was
work
not a
right
good
next
place.
door. I used to work.
Oh,
at the,
right, yeah,
the
you were right
Pussycat,
there.
dude. I was right there, and
Yeah.
dude, the amount of times we locked, like straight up locked our front door because there was like a fucking riot going
Yeah.
on in the street.
Terrible.
Absolutely insane.
That place is straight up garbage. But okay, so what I wanted to say though, Chris, you don't know about this, I don't think at all, and there's parts of this that you don't know. So over the course of the last couple of weeks, there's been a guy who's been robbing bars around Brooklyn and Manhattan. Natasha was one of the people.
Open or
While open, yeah, no, while open. So like with a gun,
Sorry, I'm not talking to
they
the
robbed Alligator Lounge. They robbed the Charleston, which is so Natasha was there. She got robbed. Dylan, is a guy who works at Alligator. He got robbed. They,
It's a bold move to rob these busy bars.
but they,
Like
but
midday too.
he was coming in
midday.
midday and only stealing credit cards. Very, very bizarre. But I have.
So like, wait, he would like ask for the ones behind the bar for like.
He wouldn't ask. He would come in, kind of case the
kind of
place,
like what happened with the
Walk behind the-
alligator before.
walk behind the bar, put a gun to the person, and be like, and just take the credit cards, run outside. He'd have a friend who was on a motorcycle, and they'd drive away.
How much can you even get for that? That is not worth the amount of time you'd be facing for
That's a
armed
lot
robbery.
afterwards.
So that's the question, right?
Yeah,
It's
right?
Bizarre. But Natasha got a gun pulled on her.
Terrible.
Dylan got a gun pulled on him. A couple other people, and so, but then, this is what I want to say in regards to
For
the.
sure, Dylan didn't get gun pulled on him just because he's a redhead.
It wasn't that Dylan.
Oh, then
That Dylan gets a
sorry, other Dylan.
That's a weird way to say sorry.
All right, now we gotta
Sorry.
cut that out.
Yeah, no, we're keeping that in.
Obviously, that was not intentional.
So,
It's not obvious to me, Chris.
Thank you.
but
Anyway.
what I wanted to say was,
Stop.
You're gonna have to check us out on YouTube to understand what we're laughing about. But what I
Banned from
what.
Laurent's Jewish, just for the record.
Yeah, exactly. MindTube.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm fine tube. So what happened was we had a couple of bars had footage of this guy and had some decent pictures of him. I put out a post on Under the Apron's Instagram. Said, hey, this guy's been robbing bars. Keep an eye out. If you see him, call the cops, etc. That post got shared 30,000 times. And what I want to say is, shout out to thank you to everybody who was a part of that, and it made me think of the community that we have, and it made me think of like Mike was telling me recently. He had a week where a couple people came up to him and said, "Hey, I really like the podcast. I have people reaching out. Shout out to I think it's Bartender's CEO on Instagram." This guy who's been nice enough to reach out and give suggestions and be like, "Hey man, keep grinding."
That's cool.
And I never even like checked him out, and I finally did. And he's got like the blue check mark, and he's actually like a legit.
He's a real person.
He's a real person. No, but it's just been nice to see the community and the part of this that you don't know, they caught the guy.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we had anything to do with it. Caught him in Jersey. Which means he was also violating parole. They've got like 5 different charges to put on him.
Wow.
I had it verified by the detective. Let me know that it's a real thing. So
Does he have a blue check mark?
he's got a blue check. The detective has a blue check mark, and the robber
Criminal
has a blue
does
check
too?
mark. Criminal has a blue check mark. So we're talking about some pretty high end stuff. But anyway, for real though, shout out to all
great.
of you. I love you guys. This thing
That's amazing.
is sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy where it's like, hey, let's try to like talk about the community in the service industry, and then you know it kind of comes full circle where you at moments you see what that looks like when we need to look out for each other. People actually show up and look out for each other. So I really do love everybody out there for that. So thank you for the support. Thank you to Dan.
Very cool.
Dan, who's always, every time I see you, he's out here. I know you're listening to this in your car probably the day that this episode drops. Love you for your support. Thank you to John and Louvers. You guys.
Louvers.
Louver. First ever guest on this podcast, and
Right, he was the
it was
first
the
guest.
first ever guest.
Fucking A.
Halloween pretzels and the theme song.
And the theme song.
And the theme song. Shout out to Bentley, who's killing it right now.
Oh, Bentley. Bentley Robles. Bentley Robles.
He's the musician, and
yeah.
he's now like his songs are getting like 2 million listens.
Oh, I
per
love
song.
it.
Killing it.
He was so fun.
He was awesome. Fucking Dana loved him. That was
Yeah, you should have brought him over here to hang out.
Shout out to Dana, who's always been so fucking supportive. Natasha, who can't even be in the house right now. She's got to be out making fucking Halloween.
I think she's keeping the
pretzels.
dog busy at this point.
Yeah, she's having sex with my dog.
No. What? Is that what they do?
Thank you.
Oh, man.
We've been on dog sex often recently. It's been happening.
It's a weird recurring topic.
That was a great episode with what's his name with the glass.
Yeah,
That was
Skylar.
fantastic.
Skylar.
That story's fucked up.
This girl comes in. She looks just miserable. Plops herself down at the bar, super upset, crying. For a glass of white wine, she chugs it, downs it in one. She had apparently come home from work and started using her boyfriend's computer to do something, and found pictures of him having sex with their dog.
Oh my God.
Is this for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, legit.
Why?
I mean,
Exactly.
There's a lot of questions I have.
yeah. I mean,
First and
is the
foremost,
dog
why?
hot?
Is
Yeah.
it a boy dog or a girl dog?
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. Jewish?
Trying to have dog babies? Is it?
Because if it's Jewish, if you're not Jewish, it's just the thing is like I want to marry, I want to have a family, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not here to fuck around. So either we're on the same page or we're not.
Can I throw out a moment that
course.
one
Yeah.
of my favorite moments from the past? It's more of just a story moment that I remember really in the moment. The delivery of the story fucking absolutely crushed me.
What?
Was his name Aaron, the guy who was here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I didn't know that was him that day for the roundtable discussion, but his story about the unexpected fart.
There was a girl that I'd been working with for a while who I had a crush on. That's the backstory. So okay,
Okay, got
it. I go in the bathroom. I take my pants off. I'm gonna put my work pants on.
Yeah.
I take my shirt off, and now I'm in nothing but my boxer shorts. And I'd forgotten. I didn't realize that I didn't lock the door. Somebody opened the door, and right at the moment the door opened, I turned. I looked at it was the girl that I had a crush on.
Mhm.
I looked at her with like I guess it must have been a shocked face, and I farted.
But dude, Lily, that story
Oh, dude,
is one of the all-time stories to me.
Insane. No, it's absolutely insane. Like and dude, our reactions
Oh my
were
God.
so genuine and pure.
Cali Weed. It's different. It was our opening week, and it was the day that we decided to have like all the media in, because it was a big deal, obviously, that it was the first one opening in the country. I think I was talking to like CBS or something. I don't remember which network, but all of a sudden the camera woman like stops and she's like, I don't think that she's okay. And I turn around, and this woman is like just on the ground, like just on the ground. And I'm like, oh my God. So my director of ops runs over and he like scoops her up. And as he picks her up, like her whole dress, she was wearing like a little denim number, like hikes up, no panties. So it's just like a whole show.
Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. And then as he like sits her on the stool, no joke, she shit herself.
Oh no!
Yeah, man. So many fucking fun times. To anybody who's done our show, thank you. Everybody who listens to the show, thank you.
For real.
All
right, we got shift to news. I'm so sorry. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, shift the news. Shift the news.
I was just doing like the old days.
I was gonna say,
I gotta cut you off a lot. I need to do the news.
Another piece of the podcast that just kind of organically happened. Nobody ever like made it happen. Was that we just kept shitting on Florida, and I just saw a news story about a guy who broke into prison to smoke a blunt with his friend who had just gotten arrested in Florida.
Wow.
This guy was not arrested and had no warrants. He just broke into prison because his friend was in jail and he wanted to smoke a blunt with him. So shout out to that guy.
Trouble?
I kind of respect that.
Me too.
That's sick.
At the same time, it's like the dumbest thing you could possibly do.
Yeah, so dumb.
I don't know. Yeah, all right, sure.
Florida.
Do they take you to another jail?
Take
when
me
you get
to
They
arrested?
put them in the same cell. Like,
Right?
finish your blunt, homie.
Yeah.
All this work. Finish that blunt.
Close the door. You're staying here for the night. But yeah,
Amazing.
crazy.
Also, cheers to you, man.
Hey.
That's great. I'm glad that you could fucking, help keep this alive. Obviously, I wish I could have kept doing it. Maybe when I'm done doing my degree, we'll get back on. We'll do a fucking threesome.
Yo, let's have a threesome, bro.
Have three people.
No, for sure. How Did This Get Made, which is one of my favorite podcasts, is three people.
Yeah.
No
more than three though. I feel like three. That's when it gets yellow.
My favorite fantasy football podcast.
Three.
Also three. You gotta stop doing that. I'm not doing it again.
I'm allowed to do it. I've got 4 black friends. I have their numbers in my phone. All under black friends.
4. Like black friend 1, black friend 2, black friend 3, black friend 4.
Yeah. No names.
How do you keep them? Never mind.
You want to know?
No, I don't. Anyway. I feel like between two ferns here, but like between one aloe plant or whatever.
No, it's just a fern between 3 idiots.
It's not even a fern, but
No, it's a snake plant. Snake plant blocking 2 guys on a podcast.
Snake?
snakes on a podcast.
How did so many snakes get on this motherfucking
Maybe
podcast?
it's a spider plant. Could be a spider plant.
Anyway,
okay. So topic roulette
Now
for
here
those
I
of you
am,
who
the one
haven't listened to
derailing
the first
things.
50 episodes, is that we brought topics. So
Want
what?
to do the one?
Yeah.
All right. We'll come in with the first one.
Sure.
Unless you want to go.
No. I got one. I did come prepared, but
All right.
no, I'm ready. I'm ready to hear.
Okay, just it's kind of an open-ended. It's not necessarily a question, but it's
I'm gonna take this thing down.
You're fine, bud.
Anyway.
animals in bars or restaurants.
No, I hate it.
This has been Under the Apron, episode 50. That's
Under the Apron. Here's the thing. It's annoying. Sometimes people have. I was at a bar. It was Mad Donkey in Astoria, and there was a fucking French bulldog taking up a bar stool. Like, get out of here. I don't care how cute your dog is. Put your dog on the ground. And then, you know what? Take your dog outside.
Dude, the first day that we got a cowboy, we get this dog. He's 8 weeks old, and we, for some reason, like a bunch of idiots, I think we were just really excited about having a dog. And we had, at the time, we were spending a lot of time with our group of friends. They all hung out at one particular bar, so we're like, we're gonna bring the dog to the bar, and it was fun. First of all, don't bring an 8-week-old dog to a bar at night ever. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Right.
But on top of that,
Puppy should be sleeping.
we got wasted, Natasha and I, right?
Who's watching the dog?
Exactly. So that's a good question. So at one point we find him lapping up a beer that had fallen over. and then at another point we had my homie Matt. Shout out Matt, but you're a fucking idiot for this because you have a dog and you should know better.
Jerking him off?
Like
what?
Like blowing blood smoke into his face.
Seems like too young of a pup.
Way too young for that. I mean, now he takes mad bong hits, but no. But Tasha flipped out on as she should have. Like, this is a baby. You don't blow a bunch. So in the first day that we had Cowboy. He accidentally drank a beer and had a blunt blown into his face.
You get
and
him
was just
laid?
hanging out. Yeah, we got him laid. And he was just like hanging out in a bar with his drunk parents until like 6 in the morning.
You
We've
coulda
gotten
came to my
way better
birthday
since
party.
then, but
Instead,
that-
you disregarded your dog's health and safety.
Yeah, exactly.
Missed it.
Yeah.
To quote unquote take care of this dog. That doesn't sound like care to me.
It wasn't care. Jerry.
Bringing the dog to
Yo.
your next birthday, we're getting him hammered.
If anyone from the Humane Society wants Lamont's number, just reach out to me directly at Under the Apron
Or,
on Twitter and Instagram.
NAACP.
Yeah, they might be mad too. I don't know.
ACLU, any of them. Okay, so Chris, what is your topic for us, my friend?
So my topic is the tipping of non-servers and how it's really, really exploded over like the past 5 to 6 years.
Okay.
I'm talking. Let me just go through my list
Please,
real
I
quick.
love it.
I
Go
want to
through
hit
the
it.
list.
I'm talking delivery guys, takeout, baristas, deli workers, sandwich makers, butchers, the dopes at Katz's, bellhops, cabbies, back of house, oyster shuckers, tips for automated stuff where you don't even interact with a person.
God damn.
It's crazy. Not that I'm against all of it. That's why I brought it up to talk about.
Sure.
But it has gotten like big.
It's pretty intense, yep. This has come up recently.
So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I have one thought right off the bat, and this is more of a question.
What are you looking for?
Actually, it's all good. This is,
My dignity.
So this is more.
Bottoms are too small on my onesie. Anyway, sorry. Mike.
Actually, it's probably a fruity flavor. It's probably blending in. It's
Yeah, yeah.
on your onesie.
Yeah.
Did you check yourself?
It's inside of me.
Yeah.
So this is more of a question. So okay, so there's a restaurant that's by my house. I love it. Great Mexican restaurant, upstate New York. Shout out Upstate Taco.
You live upstate?
Yeah.
Where do you live?
Close to Kingston, close to Woodstock, Stone Ridge, New York.
Damn, I did not know that. I thought you lived in the city. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
Well, I still have a place here, but
Oh, I got
yeah,
you.
yeah. Trying to. That's the goal is to be up there 100%. But so shout out Upstate Taco. Fantastic fucking food. If you're driving on Route 209.
Oh shit! Do they have like Seinfeld themed names and stuff?
No.
Because I went to a place in Kingston that tacos that had Seinfeld themed names when I went and saw Kids in the Hall perform live like 8 or 9 years ago.
Oh shit! I
At
got
that theater that's up there near Kings.
Oh, UPAC.
I think that might was it.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
No, it's okay.
I literally was like, holy shit! I think I've been to this place. It's like near the frisbee golf.
No, this place is relatively new. It just opened up. It opened up 2 years ago. But great tacos, great specials. But they don't. Okay, so you go up to a counter, right, which is also the bar. You order all your food there. You pay there. Then you get a little buzzer. You bring it to your table. Buzzer goes off. You go up and pick up your food, right?
Yes.
What do you guys think about a scenario like that, where you're not necessarily you're going to be bringing your own food, you're picking up your own
Like
drinks,
a barbecue joint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
What is the where does your mind fall with tipping in a place?
Why would you tip?
I actually still do, but I wish I didn't.
Well, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm lost.
It's like a barbecue place where you fucking give your order. They give you the thing with the number, and you
Yeah,
go sit
I know,
down,
I
and
know
they
what you-
bring
yeah.
shit to you.
I always tip that too. Like, it's the same. Yeah.
Too. I'm not going over 20 probably.
Okay.
No.
Unless I'm like real hyped about this food or something.
Sure. This is what I'm trying to get into.
I go 10%. If I'm
And I still go 15, 20.
so if I'm like picking up food that I ordered over the phone, or I'm going to a place where you're just talking to basically like a McDonald's cashier,
Sure.
essentially, but in a higher end place, it's 10% because like I mean if that's wrong on my part, I'm
I don't
happy
think
to
it
know
is.
that.
No, I think that's
But
great.
it's just like
We're the authorities, man. We have the podcast.
exactly that's right. That's right.
We're the ones with the microphones.
We're gonna set the market, and the market for me is 10%. And I actually think that comes from a place of like I want to tip anybody who's even closely
Yeah, of course,
connected to it, because the reality is like where's the service part of that? I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
If
I'm
I
right up
know-
there with you. The exact same
I
thing.
do feel better, like for like a takeout thing, if I see the person who rings me up back there, like putting that fucking shit together, getting
Oh,
them
yeah.
sauces, putting them lids on,
Mhm.
taping that shit shut real nice.
Yeah.
You know, stacking everything in the bag. If I see all that hustle, I'm like, all right, yeah,
That's
you
true.
get it.
That's
You're
true.
getting it.
That's a good
Straight up.
point.
Because you know why? Because you just did all that work, which is
Yeah.
a real pain in the ass. Like, I'm sure we've all put together a take order, especially if you got to do sauces and
Yeah.
stuff. It's
Yeah.
a pain in the ass.
Oh,
really is.
absolutely.
And if they make you tape shit shut, which is also certain places do, tape it, pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So you do all that, then fine. But if I don't actually see your involvement, then like, I really don't want to give you any money.
I don't know. Do you guys think that a lot
Like,
of
I
people,
do give them money,
Right.
but I don't want to.
Yeah.
Do you think so? We're 3 servers. Do you think the general consensus is similar?
Oh no, no.
I hear from general
not, right?
public, it's like, fuck them. Why
Yeah,
am I
yeah.
being even asked for a
Yeah,
tip?
Right,
and that's
right.
the thing. I would expect that just because I think we're all sensitive to this.
Right.
Most people who work in the service industry are like extra sensitive tippers, and so you're like, well, my brain connects this to the service industry. It is different, but I'm still going to tip, just not as much as I would tip a waiter or a bartender. But that means that the status quo is way below that.
Yeah, yeah.
They're lucky to get $1 or you know whatever per thing. I would assume. I don't know. I the same thing. I struggle in my brain. Today I ordered the pizza online, right? Seamless, whatever. And they now jump to 20% for the delivery guy.
Oh,
which
go ahead.
which I mean, I've been ordering food for so long. Maybe it's just that my brain hasn't caught up with the thing. Like back in the day, like you gave your delivery guy $5.
Yeah.
That was it.
I
$5.
worked delivery, and if I got 5 on any size order, pretty much, unless it was like something gigantic,
Incredible.
happy man.
Incredible.
Happy
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't like blown away, but I was like, all right, solid 5.
20% on deliveries. That's
Dude,
wild.
I'm ordering from fucking Seamless, and I'm like, wait, why the fuck is it $70? And it's because it's $13 to the
but
fucking.
now there's always all the fees and shit, and then
Yeah.
I literally have in my notes here next. It's about how the tipping standards,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
automatics,
Yeah.
what you're just talking
Yeah.
about. It's literally in my notes. My next point.
Yeah.
Fucking what I was gonna say about autofills going up. I remember when cabs first started taking cards.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And it was like 10, 15, 18 was like, and then it was like 15, 18, 20. And now it's like 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
Dude, I went to a restaurant in Williamsburg. I can't remember the name. I told you about it once. I can figure it out if you really want to know. But their autograph options were like 25, 35, 50. And like it was
50?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I have a picture. It's called, it's a Uruguayan restaurant.
Okay.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, 50.
I'm
Nuts.
not
50. That's
I'm not a
mind-blowing.
Guayan, by the way. I don't know what that means.
Uruguayan? No.
I'm not a Guayan.
Ah.
20% for takeout is wild. That dude's making more money than
bottom.
anybody.
That's the bottom choice.
But and
usually.
here's the
And then
thing.
so you feel pressure. You got to hit that shit.
As like not with no joke to this, like as people who have decided to fucking put a camera and a microphone in our face and in our hands to talk about the service industry and maybe hopefully educate people about all the ways with which we're fucked over. Maybe what I feel weird about is there's a duality. When I'm the consumer, and something like that happens, I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I giving this guy this much money?
Right.
But then I also know what it's like to be on the other end of that, and I'm assuming, I mean, you've been a delivery guy, so maybe you can speak to this. But like, maybe they do deserve 20%. Maybe they've been undervalued this whole time. I don't fucking know.
When I was a delivery guy, for anything over 30, I wanted 20%. For anything under 30, I was really happy with $5. For anything under 20, I was really happy with 4 or 5.
That's good to know.
That's really all it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't even about the amount.
Yeah. I find it funny to have that double brain of like being a champion for like, hey, you should tip people, and then on the other end of it, there are certain situations where like I'm just like, wait, why the fuck am I giving you money? So and maybe that's
why I brought it up, because I feel the same
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Like, it's like a.
It's a double thing, and I want to learn. Like if there's exposure that I need to understand what why it is that you would deserve however much tip, I'm happy to pay that if I get it. But there's just times where your brain doesn't get it, and then that makes me more like, oh, I kind of get where some people come from with not knowing how to tip bartenders or waiters, because it's like if they don't get it, they don't get it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they need somebody to kind of be like, hey, here's why this is necessary.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting thing too. Like you said, the double brain. Like you see it one way, but then you're like, wait, why the fuck would I give money to someone? I think that when I think of something like that, I think it's because in my own head, I'm like, I wouldn't expect money for something like that.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Okay, can we move on now to my topic?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
So we've talked about this on the podcast a couple times, but I'm gonna sort of try to change it as much as possible. But the main reason, I just want to tell you guys this fucking story because it's hilarious to me. So there's a person who I work with.
You have to tell the topic.
No. I'm going to tell the story and then I'll explain.
Oh, okay.
The
Sorry, I'm not trying to tell you how to do.
Hey, look at this guy, still trying to steer the ship. Somebody's got to steer the ship.
I mean, listen, I own
Somebody's gotta steer the
25% stocks in this.
Yeah.
in this endeavor.
Not to be a political podcast, but I don't even know.
I was gonna say, where are you gonna go with that?
I was hoping that would come up
ownership
organically.
of this.
Oh my god!
Not really, but
I just have a note in here for the 50th show that just says switch genitalia.
Each other or with Natasha?
I actually know what that's in reference to, but let me
right.
push through. So
I'm ready to swap.
so
like I'm not.
I get Chris's.
there's a
Anyway.
there's a person who I work with, and he's a good dude and he's a good coworker, but he calls out a lot.
Annoying.
A lot. And there's always
Like last minute or what?
There's always it's always last minute, and it's always like there's like some real
Huge, some
story
crazy
going on.
Yeah.
It's not just like, hey guys, I can't make it. There's always a thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So fast forward to this past week. We get a group chat. Also, we're on a group chat. Like the whole bar's on a group chat, which is a relatively new thing for me. I haven't really been a part of that so much before.
Annoying.
It's so new. That's like such
It's new age shit. Yeah, exactly. So, but
like post COVID.
and so there's like this weird. Yeah, that's right here. There's a weird like line for how much are you supposed to keep it professional and how much can you kind of like jib on the thing, which is a whole separate issue. But anyway, so he writes this whole thing. Hey guys, this might be TMI, but I broke my blah 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 blah, and it's like some like very medical term. And he's like, so I don't think I can make it to work tonight. And then the next person responds. I see it. I'm not paying attention. I can't make it. I can't do it anyway. So I'm just like, fuck. I'm not paying attention until the next the reply comes, and he goes, "Bro, did you just say you broke your dick?"
Is that what it was?
And it turns out that he was talking about breaking his dick, and he was like, "This is why I can't make it to work because I broke my dick."
And did anyone? Who was the first one who went? How?
Nobody, but
that would have been me. That would have been me.
Same,
1,000%.
Same, right here.
Like if you want to bring this up in the group chat, I'm going
all
there.
caps, three question marks,
Yeah.
and then an exclamation
Yeah,
point.
and with pictures.
How?
With pictures.
I
You
don't
have-
need that. No, I don't want to
You
pictures
need
because it
pictures.
sounds painful if it really happened.
Yeah. But so
Wild.
everybody's breaking his balls.
His dick's already broke. You're gonna break the balls too.
So I was like,
Insurance covers the whole thing.
I was like, hey man, sorry,
Just
I'm
throwing that in there for
I
like
should-
a crazy person. What are you, a dictator?
so, so it's going around. We're all talking about it, but the whole time I'm thinking to myself, because you've
Go a little left. Let's go.
because you've I'm good because you've called out
Come on.
so many times with weird stories. Is this just the next thing that you're like, I have to come up with something huge? So it's like I'm gonna tell these, and then on the other side of it, it's like, hey, under no circumstances should you tell your whole group that you broke your dick.
Never.
Like
I don't think I would tell anyone ever.
you just say, hey,
I would take it to
this
my
is
grave.
This is a medical emergency.
Right. That's
I
it.
have a serious medical emergency.
Might tell everyone.
So the whole time I was thinking,
Yeah,
is this
you do
guy
you.
is he making it up? If he is, kind of props to him because I've made up that my dad died, so I can't fucking say anything.
God, I
Oh
forgot
my God, that's
about
right.
that.
So
This restaurant that I was working at is like a huge, like that's they crush on St. Patrick's Day. So I knew I needed like a big one. So I went into the office and I literally started crying and I said my dad had just died.
Lord have
but-
mercy.
But I'm like, and then it's also like, this is way too much info. Like, why are these group chats so fucking like everybody's just? It's a free for all. People are just making jokes, sending gifs. So so it's more of just like an open ended. Have you ever worked with anybody who like always called out or was inappropriate in those group or in explaining those situations or any memories that you have of calling out that we haven't already discussed on the podcast?
I got something if you want me to go.
Let's
if you're
go.
thinking.
Yeah, please.
Let's
You look
go,
like you're thinking.
Grace.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let me just comment on this shit. That shit's crazy. You don't need to tell anyone anything. You could be as vague as possible. We're all adults. medical emergency. That's it. Family emergency. Whatever the hell you want to say. Don't tell your coworkers you broke a dick. Don't tell anyone you broke a dick. if you're married and your wife or husband or whoever knows, fine. But that's it.
That's it.
And your doctor.
That's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Take that shit to your grave.
Sign an NDA.
At the same time, do you still work with this guy?
Yeah.
You need to find out how he broke his fucking dick.
So
And
by
you
the way,
need to
I need to.
fucking tell me.
I need to.
It's on the next
I didn't finish
episode,
this.
dude. This is
Yeah,
it.
we go. He is he.
That's the story.
Welcome,
dude.
Mike.
This is the story,
Is he
dude.
here? Is he here?
This will be his
Look behind
story.
you, look
Yeah,
behind
this
you.
is
Look
it.
under your seat.
Everyone has a mic under your seat. I
No,
forget his name,
but we did have it verified by somebody who's
you saw a note or
a
what?
close source that says that it actually did happen.
But you don't know how.
No, nobody knows how. I don't know where you draw the line, but bartending at a dive bar, it's like, yeah, you kind of can be like, yeah, sorry, can't make it tonight. Like, however much you want to like figure that out.
I draw the line wherever it affects me.
Yeah,
Sure, yeah.
Sure.
Exactly.
And if it doesn't affect me, I don't give a fuck. Call it as much as you want.
Yeah.
If I can make more money, or if and I'm not totally screwed, great.
Right.
If it like affects me, and then they're trying to call my ass in.
Yeah.
Now I'm fucking mad at you.
yeah.
Especially when people remember back in the day. I mean, I don't know if they still do it. On-call shifts.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
God,
do it?
right? Yeah, they
Some
definitely
pla-
do that.
No, well, I mean,
I only worked at like one or two places that did on-call shifts.
Yeah.
And
The
it's
cellar
the
did it
fucking
for a while.
worst. And the worst is when you get called in.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
you don't,
dude.
your mind
That
is
is
not,
never
your
think
mind
it's
is
gonna
always,
happen.
I
I'm
get
not
where
going to get called in.
Yeah.
And then you do. And you're like, oh, shit, I already had 4 fucking beers.
Well,
Or whatever it might be.
Yeah. 7.
built-in get out of jail free cards though. You know, for whoever needs off.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, this brings up a whole other issue, which is just like I get where a lot of those things are coming from, right? Like on call shift, it makes sense. You kind of have to if you're sitting here and what you're looking at is just numbers wise. Yes, this amount of people can usually handle the business, but if and when this amount of people come in,
Right.
it can't.
Right.
I have to be able to do
Then
this.
how do some restaurants get by without them?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a different variant in like how busy it can get on any given night.
Maybe. Or
Maybe
how
it's less
strong, or how thorough you vet your applicants and how
Maybe.
strong your staff is.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
That's definitely a metric.
Yeah. No. 100%. It could be either way. It could be any of it.
Because there are nights when someone does there's like a no call no show for like a new person or whatever, but there's like 4 fucking rock stars.
Right,
on
you
the
could just
floor.
handle it.
It's fine. It's
Yeah.
like, it's actually better. Those are always.
I
the
could
nice-
do like 3 sections. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
whatever. Certain people could, if you knew you had a solid
Yeah.
staff, then maybe that's why you wouldn't need to.
Those
Did
are
we
the-
have them at Rue?
A solid staff.
No,
Well,
actually, yeah,
we had a solid staff at a
There was like a core of rotators around the solid staff, but we had a solid staff.
We did.
Yeah,
But did they have on calls? I don't remember.
I think they did. I'm pretty sure
I
that
don't think I ever had any.
I can't remember, but
Anyway,
My like golden era of the cellar, which I started there in 2007. So like 2007 to like 11, say, was like we were all fucking G's, dude. And like it was the kind of staff where if there was a no call no show on like anyone,
just figure it out. Handle it.
no, it was the type where we're like, why are there? I was the bartender, so I was by myself. It didn't matter for me, but the servers were like, why don't we always only have
Right.
one
Because
server,
you make more money, you can handle it.
dude, like so much more money.
Yo, I was like that person too. Like I would walk in and be like, all right, let's make cuts. Let's get some of these guys out of
Straight up,
here.
get them out now.
And we'll all make money instead.
Yeah.
before we get into it, I just want to say again, thank you to both of you for being a part of this.
Thank you.
Thank you to all the guests, to all the listeners.
Yeah,
So
thank
glad
you.
to be here.
I want to thank everyone as well. I mean, obviously, I still enjoy this ride, kind of, tangentially.
Yeah.
So,
you're-
one day maybe I'll be back on more often.
You were a huge part of this, and I love you, and I'm so glad that we could do this
Yeah, no,
together.
cheers for sure. And if this ever takes off, obviously I can get them some money.
Yeah, I'll get you some. We'll give you.
Yeah.
We'll send you some free merch. But
It better be a fucking dick
it's
koozie,
gonna be
baby.
a lot of dick koozies, different sizes.
Obviously, and skin tones.
yeah, and skin-
Please be inclusive, and maybe different foreskins.
and foreskins. Yeah, you want to be Jewish for a day?
I don't.
Okay.
I didn't mean to say it like that.
I was just looking.
Maybe we edit that out.
I was just looking at my notes, so I wasn't paying attention for a second, and I came up to foreskin.
Also,
I love you guys for real.
No,
This has
for
been
real.
great.
Love you,
Awesome.
bud. I'm so glad to be here again. I'm gonna bring it up again one more time. I had a quick moment a few weeks ago where I thought I maybe didn't want to be a part of the podcast anymore. Not because I didn't love the podcast, But it was just I don't have to get into it again. You know, if you're listening to
work.
this, you can
It's
check out
work.
the episode.
I mean, it's fun,
But yeah.
but it's fun work.
Yeah.
But point being is, I'm really glad I stayed.
Me too, man.
Especially for this meeting
Yeah,
Chris
I'm
for the
so
first
glad
time.
you're
I
here.
said it when he showed up. It as an old fan of the pod, it felt like meeting a celebrity. Still,
appreciate
He is a
kinda does.
You're the
celebrity.
first person to probably ever say that to me.
He
I
is
love
a
it.
celebrity.
I love
Look
it.
at him.
Very cool.
Get out of here.
All right, so let's go to the first
Yo,
time.
I
Chris
am
is
pumped.
Chris is getting fast
I'm
five.
pumped for this. Is this a 10 or is this just a 5?
We gotta go hard if we go
I'm just
home.
kidding.
Number 8. What do you think that means?
Just say it out loud. I have no idea.
Who wrote this?
Oh, gangbang.
Oh,
Gangbang.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
didn't
crazy
hear that.
question,
I'm
dude.
excited for this.
Wait up for number 8. Here we go.
All right.
Do you want to tell me how this
Introduce
goes?
Yeah, I got it. All right. Welcome everyone to
Wait.
Chris Marcella doing Chris Marcella's Fast 10.
Whoa.
This one feels
The fucking
really
Matrix
big.
is about to break.
Yeah, this feels really big. Chris Marcella's Fast 10 started off as Chris Marcella's Fast 5 when it was just called the Fast 5.
I love it.
And Chris brought it. Chris on his last episode brought it to Fast 10, and I try to keep it there. I try to bring it back every now and again.
I love it.
All right. Anyone out there who doesn't know, Chris certainly knows because these are his rules.
I know.
This is the Fast 10. These are going to be 10 rapid-fire questions. Chris is going to take the first thing that comes to his head, and he's gonna spit it out.
Chris Marcella's Fast 5 or 10.
Hold on. I'm not ready. Okay. I'm ready.
All right. Number 1. Bacon, egg, and cheese or sausage, egg, and cheese?
Sausage, egg, and cheese.
Number 2. Meryl Streep or Judi Dench?
Judy Dench.
Number 3. Have you ever been ragefully hit by a woman?
Yeah. Once.
Number 4. Do you fuck with zoos?
Oh, yeah.
Number 5. 21-year-old customers come into your bar or restaurant. Would you rather they were men or women?
Women.
Number 6. No context. Feet?
Nah.
Number 7. Haagen-Dazs or Ben & Jerry's?
Jerry's. 100%.
Judi Dench.
Number 8. Dream gangbang.
Oof.
Jason Momoa.
Gangbang.
You got 5 people. Pick 5.
Wow. Carmen Electra.
Yeah, dude.
Let's just go Pamela Anderson. Yo, let's also go. What's the other one from? I can't remember the other Baywatch
What's
one.
that Pan Pacific girl who's really?
Oh, you know what? Actually, the ex-wife of Charlie Sheen, but when she was younger.
You gotta throw in one guy.
No.
Charlie Sheen.
And me, I'm the guy. Fine. One guy is Andy Dick.
Hey. Whoa.
Because he's gonna have a lot of drugs, and he's probably just gonna be in the corner jerking off by himself. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about Andy Dick.
Yeah, you brought a dick to a gunfight.
Number 9.
You brought piss to a shit fight.
Number 9. Favorite fast food fries?
100% Arby's.
Wow.
And number 10. If you could do the Scrooge McDuck dive into any item, what would it be?
French fries.
There it is. Chris Marcella's.
Yeah, that was fun. That was so fun.
yeah.
Thank you
Wait,
so
should we do
much.
a bonus round?
Bonus round.
All right.
Boom, 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 boom.
You're going to prison for the rest of your life.
Oh.
You could bring one VHS, DVD, or Blu-ray.
Uh-huh.
What would you bring?
Big Lebowski.
There we
Nice.
go. I love
think you
it.
ever
I
divulged
got an
that.
album locked and loaded as well.
Ooh. Oh, you did some research.
No, this is just someone. So when I was initially asked this question, it was from a bartender that me and Laurent worked with named Andrew. He's the one who asked me this.
Okay.
And it was, what's your
Oh,
prison
shout out
album?
Andrew Lothman.
Bonus round.
This is where this came from.
bonus round 2.
Prison album?
Hey.
Prison
Album
album?
prison for the rest of your life. You could bring one
One album. One.
tape, CD,
Yeah.
vinyl,
Yeah.
8-track.
Yeah. I'm bringing the double disc CD of Song Remains the Same by Led Zeppelin.
I was like Wu Tang.
No.
Led Zeppelin. I love
Zeppelin,
it. No, it's
100%.
fantastic.
Andrew, and then I actually translated this question to movie.
Right.
I don't even think Andrew and I ever talked about a movie. It was just, hey, like in between, like, me standing there waiting for drinks. It wasn't like a thing we did all the time. And he was like, "What's your prison album?" I was like, "What do you mean prison album?" He's like, "You going to prison forever? You bring one album." And then that's where that question came from with the movie. Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Andrew's the one who got. Anyway, what's your prison album? I've asked. I think I've asked a couple people that, but
Probably Guided by Voices, B1000.
Who? By who?
Guided by Voices.
Who's
the name of the band?
Oh, I don't know them.
Yeah, they're from the 90s.
All right.
They're still around.
Oh, that's cool.
My favorite album
Rock, old school indie rock.
All right.
is Fuji's The Score.
Hell yeah.
Fugees.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wow.
Great.
You do have
Bumped that a lot
you
during
do have 4 black friends.
I do. Lauryn Hill, Wyclef Jean. Well, we're running long, as Chris likes to say.
This is hey, I'm not steering the ship anymore, so
have to edit it.
it's not my job to time
I
you,
may or
bro.
may not edit it. I may just let it go. We'll just put out a
If I had to guess, this is getting let go.
Yeah. Okay, well, guys, we love you.
Wait.
We love you.
What? Oh, joke or a quote?
Joke or a quote, bud?
Do you have a joke or a quote for us? That's how we end our
Joke or a quote?
I forgot to say that to you, so if you don't have anything,
I have a joke.
please.
Can it be something I kind of made up myself?
Sure, of course.
More of an observation, really.
Okay.
And I don't really know how funny it's going to be, but we're going to give it a whirl. Okay. So, what's the deal
Yes.
with 24-hour car washes? Like, is it just hit and runs? Like, are people just fucking getting blood wash their car off their car at 3 in the morning? Like, I feel like these are the same people who are watching infomercials and ordering OxyClean because at 4 a.m. because they see how effective it is getting blood out of like white dress shirts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why do we need these? Why are so many car washes open 24 hours?
That's very interesting. Maybe for trucks.
But they're not
Does it
the
come through at
regular
night,
car ones,
you know?
though. They're not like talking about trailer ones. I'm talking regular cars.
It's for the
Regular
everyman
cars.
coming home from his night shift, you know?
Sure. Because
5
that's what
a.m.
every man wants to do coming home from his 3rd shift is get the fucking car washed.
You got to squeeze it in when you're driving by, you know?
That's what she said.
That's a really good question, though. I have one very close to my house.
This is a joke I wrote down once in my.
I love it. This was the beginning of your stand-up career.
Yo,
What's the deal
Call me.
with 24-hour car washes? Are there that many murderers around?
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, I thought that was a fantastic
steal
setup.
my
You can
Fantastic setup.
You can go. You can get your car washed 24 hours a day, but the bank closes at 5:30.
Yeah, I can't get my money, but I can get my car washed.
The museum closes at 6. Like, keep a fucking museum open for 24 hours.
Oh
for
my God,
once.
are you kidding me, dude?
What the
That
fuck
would be
is that
nuts.
shit?
Up
The thing
security
is-
a little bit?
Up security a little bit.
A lot of it.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Yo, I'm going to the MoMA at 2 a.m. Let's go take some Molly. Yeah,
So sick, dude.
I think they provide the Molly after 1.
they do.
Yeah,
I've
like a
been
little-
there.
add a little extra light show to like the Natural History Museum.
Yeah.
That would be
Dude.
No, they have overnights in that Treasure Museum for adults.
You could sleep under the.
Yep,
you
yep,
sleep
yep,
under the whale.
I don't want to.
That's an
You know
hour,
why?
dude.
Because what if it falls on me?
Dude, that was the funniest.
But dude, what if? I'm gonna die
That would be
or
a
sleep
That would
with
suck.
that giant, beautiful blue whale
And
crushing me.
You wake
I
up.
don't even know it happened. No fucking way, man. If that thing crushes me, it's gonna be because I was there, awake, walking around.
I'd feel
Not
dumb.
sleeping.
I'd feel dumb in the afterlife.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
That's
wait, how did I die?
I'm not doing that. I want to go to these
The
things.
level,
I'm
of,
not doing that
the
well.
level of excitement for you, you're like, they have adult sleepovers at the Natural History Museum.
You don't understand how much I've looked into this.
It seems like you know
I
it.
love a good museum.
No,
World
me
War II
too.
Museum, New Orleans, my
So
favorite.
keep those open
We're
for a
running a
little bit
little
longer.
long.
Fuck your 24-hour car washes.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyway,
guys.
that's my joke. That was my joke.
I liked your joke.
Nailed it.
I liked your joke. It's going to be a good promise. You're going to be a great stand-up. High five. High five.
All right, dude.
All right, guys. We love you.
Love you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.